Damn, I'm feeling good. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud nine, and this nine is never on vacation. Start up that Maserati.
Hey, so this is going to be a different kind of a video. I haven't done one of these in a little while, one of these more personal videos, but I think it's time to do another one. So as you all know, coronavirus pandemic is still going on. We still have a lot of cases and such all around the world. It's still a problem. You know, schools are having trouble opening. They gotta have plans. They gotta wear masks, all that sort of crap. And I thought it would just be a good time to talk to you guys for a few minutes. Like, not being this Brody Jackson, like the guy that you normally would see. It's me. It's me. It's not, oh, I'm playing it up for laughs. It's none of that. It's just, let's just have a talk. So, I just wanted to talk for a few minutes about this. Hopefully you'll get enough footage to make a video, because I honestly don't know if I'll have enough to say. But I don't know, I mean, despite everything that's going on, I'm in a pretty good place right now, you know? I mean, I have the PC now, I'm off the Chromebook, and I have new parts for a PC that Zeke is helping me get that should be happening soon. I found a really good deal on Marketplace for some more equipment that I'm going to take up if they respond. And, you know, I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm feeling good about the channel, I'm feeling good about the content I'm making, because, like, as much as it was like, I mean, I'm still more or less out of ideas, because I can only do so much with my setup, but at the same time, it's like, with a better PC, I could do every idea that I have, and it would happen right immediately, you know? It would make recording, make, like, preparing for videos, make all that so much easier, and I can't wait for it to happen, you know, and I can't wait for you guys to see that jump in quality, hopefully. But I mean, I've been thinking, and, you know, and in Vermont, where I live, we just barely, today actually, as of I'm recording this, I'm actually recording this a week ahead of time, so it's actually Saturday, the August 1st, and as of today, Governor Scott has issued all people to wear masks outside, it's mandatory or whatever, and it's just got me thinking about the corona a bit more, got me thinking about my position on YouTube, you know, where my position at school, all that sort of stuff. I'm just kind of thinking about what's going on with me and how could this all, you know, change shit when it gets back. And yes, this video is going to be uncensored. I'm probably going to swear quite a bit through it, maybe not, but this video doesn't need to be censored. I mean, I try to censor my stuff as much as I can without having to actually take time to bleep stuff out. I don't care. I'm probably just going to make this uncensored. But the thing is like, as much as the world is in shambles right now, because it really is, it has been all year, just getting worse and worse, and as much as, like, stuff is closed, it's like I can't wrestle, which sucks, I miss it so much. That may be a video for another day, but, I just, thinking about that, thinking about the fact that I'm going in my last year of high school, which should be my best year of high school, and it's gonna potentially be a nightmare, you know, and like, even with the opportunities that I'm having and the classes I'm taking, where it's 99% of what I'm doing this year is going to be stuff that I enjoy, it's just weird to think about that it's like, it's going to be potentially completely ruined by the virus and the requirements and stuff. And like, this year we have a new headmaster, and it's going to be so rough for me, because the last 3 years it's been the same headmaster, you know, and it has been for 20 years or whatever, and he retired on his 20th year, or his 19th year, or something like that, which was this past school year. And it's like, come on, man, you couldn't stay one more year, because out of all the candidates they picked, he picked the one I liked the least, and she seems like a nice enough person, but that doesn't mean you're going to be good at running a school, and I just don't think it's going to be a good match because of what I'm all about, because I'm very headstrong. I have my opinions. It's like, oh, I'm this type of way, this is how I'm going to stay. And so I was just thinking, I was like, why do I get to be in a good spot right now? You know, it's like, and I'm not bashing him at all, But like even like looking at Zeke's recent videos, last few videos, like I know he's been struggling a little bit, and it's not bashing him whatsoever. It happens. I get it, you know, but like he's been having a little bit of struggle, you know, and I understand it. And it's just like, why do I get to be the one who's comfortable right now? I mean, I'm making money, not on YouTube, but I'm making money. I'm recording videos every week. I'm feeling better about the videos right now than I ever have, to the point where I can be a week ahead at least as far as the recording goes. You know, where I can have all the equipment that I've been planning on getting for a while, although hopefully it'll continue to improve. You know, like the gaming keyboard, like I had that saved in my Amazon cart for probably a year before I ended up buying it. And I finally bought it, you know, and it's the one that I unboxed that you guys saw. But I was thinking, I was like, man, why do I get to be so comfortable? Why did I get the deal of paying $25 for a GT racing chair? How did that happen? You know, it's just, there are times in life where you go, okay, how did I get to this point? You know? Because, looking back to January, everything was going on. Wrestling was going on. I had plans. I had a match that was going to happen that we were, like, planning on. We were, like, getting ready to have, we were, like, working up to, we were like, okay, we're going to do it like this, we're going to do it like this. You're going to be with these people, you're going to be against these people, whatever, you know? And then obviously it got canceled, but it's like, to look back at the beginning of the year, see everything going right, but to still be, you know, and to start YouTube and be on the Chromebook and to get, like, the creator's block, and I know it's called writer's block, but I'm a content creator. I'm considering it creator's block as far as YouTube goes. I was getting creator's block constantly, and it was, like, every week to push out. I tried doing 3 videos a week, but I decided that was going to be way too much, so I changed it to 2. I did that for a month, I believe, and it was just too much still, by, like, the 3rd week. So I was like, okay, you know, we'll finish out the month, and then we'll do 1 video a week. And I've been doing that ever since, except for the 1 week where I did 2 because I missed my Saturday upload. And to think about that, I fit so comfortably into the schedule. Even the 2 videos a week, if I had this PC like Zeke's, or just like a powerful gaming PC, my content would have been so much better from the start, and it would have been easier to do twice a week. And it's something I'm going to consider doing in the future as well. But even still, to know that I was uncomfortable in that case, but I was on a Chromebook. To know how comfortable I am right now on a PC, to keep in mind that it's not even that good of a PC. That once I get a new PC or get the new parts or whatever from Zeke, that it's going to be stepped up way more, and the content should be much better, you know? It's just like, why do I end up being the one with all this stuff going right, you know? It's just kind of weird to think about. I'm not against it. I mean, it's like, would I rather have stuff going right or wrong? I'd rather have stuff going right. But I just mean, like, it's just interesting to think about. Be like, why me, out of all people, to have stuff going right in this severe time of crisis? You know? And don't get me wrong. I could be doing a lot better. I definitely could be doing a lot better. There's a lot more I wish I was doing right now. A lot more I wish I could be benefiting from. A lot more opportunities I wish I could be taking. But at the same time, I'm doing better right now than I ever have been. You know, mentally I'm happy. You know, it's like I love myself. You know, I'm self-confident, which is nice because there was a time in my life where I wasn't. Looking back, I don't really know why, but I just wasn't. Just because it's like, I guess the kids around me back in like middle school or whatever, or early days of high school, it's like the people I was around were like that, you know, so it's almost like I was like, oh, okay, well, this is what normal people do. It's almost like that's kind of what I thought in the back of my head. But regardless, right now, I'm doing really well mentally, you know, I'm happy with myself. I mean, I'm happy with how the channel's going. I think we're going in a good direction, especially as we continue to improve and we continue and create this big community, you know. And it's just kind of interesting because it's just been a hell of a journey, you know, and like, to compare where I was, to compare where I am, to compare where my YouTube was beforehand on the other channel before I took the videos off of it, which I wish I still had just to look back. You know, it's just a good time for thought, you know, to just sit down and think, where do we go from here? And in my case, I really don't know where we go from here, to be honest, you know? I'm just going to keep cranking out videos, and, you know, as I get ideas, I'm going to keep promoting them, and I'm going to keep doing them. And I do want to make a quick mention right now as well, just because I reminded myself of it. The video of my editing process, which I had mentioned, or which, I don't know if I mentioned that was what the video was going to be, but last week I mentioned that I was doing this week's video at the same time. I wasn't. Or I didn't, because I was going to do a editing process video and using that video, the pop filter video, or whatever the last one was, as an example, the Amazon reviews. And I recorded it, and it took me like 4 days to get the whole editing done, because I had some stuff going on, and it was a very long process, because I made a few mistakes going into it, and I wanted it to be a little bit different than the way I ended up doing it, so I had to go back and correct a few things. There were still a few things, even by the end of it, by the time it was uploaded, that I wish I would have done differently, but at that point it was too late, and I didn't want to go back and start fresh, because I didn't necessarily have the time. But to go through all that footage for the editing process video, it would have taken forever. I wouldn't have had it done in time, plus I'm trying to be ahead of my videos, so it just wouldn't have worked. Because that was like, the intro got cut off as well, but it was like 3 to 4 hours probably worth of content that just was not going to be worth going through, because my camera angle was bad, so like when I turn to look at the camera, all you can see is just like this half of my face, and it just wasn't good. The audio wasn't good because I wasn't going to do an audio mix, although I probably should have in retrospect. But it just wasn't gonna work, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. I wish I am. Maybe I could do it in another video. And I'll do behind the scenes stuff for music when I do release my album within the next couple of years. I know I said a while ago that it was gonna be another month or two. It's definitely not, just because I have to work on it, you know, because like it could just be like, oh, just make some bullshit songs, you know. It's like, just make whatever. Just make some stuff that rhymes and put it out there. It's like, I don't want to do that. I want to put stuff out that I want to put out, you know. And I'm working on my entrance music right now, and my cousin is also making a sample too, so I'm gonna have 2 different options to choose from of custom stuff. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start working on the album. I'm kind of working on it as well right now, kind of in the mix of everything, but it's a very slow process because of YouTube and going back to school and being busy outside of school, unfortunately, too. So I wish I could just sit down and make videos all day, every day, if I'm not wrestling. But, unfortunately, I can't do that. But, yeah, I mean, there's not really much going on right now, but, I mean, I'm doing stuff, you know? I mean, I'm still improving my setup, you know? I mean, I got the pop filter, I got the keyboard and mouse, which is more of an aesthetic thing. I got the drum kit, which is just so good to have, because it's like I never had my own kit, and to have my first one be an electric kit. Not only that, but to be an Alesis, because Alesis is a very good brand. Right now, the spring on the foot pedal is actually broken, so I can't really use it. Plus, my headphones stopped working. That came with it. My Alesis headphones stopped working, unfortunately, which sucks because I really like those headphones. And they, like, literally out of nowhere, they just stopped. I was like, okay. But, I mean, I was able to practice some double bass pedal. I'd show it to you, but again, my foot pedal is broken. I can change, of course, I can change all the settings, so I can change my hi-hat to a bass pedal sound, to the same one as the bass pedal, and I mean, if you hit the hi-hat, it means it's going to sound like a bass pedal, but that's fine. You just switch the cables of the crash cymbal and the hi-hat, and it thinks in the module that it's still the same. Even though it's like, okay, so now my crash cymbal would be where my hi-hat would be. A lot of complicated stuff, but I can do double bass pedal. I just kicked my pop filter, or need it, and I can practice it, and it sounds pretty good in my opinion, and I'm really happy with it. But it's going to probably be a little bit before I end up getting back on the kit at this point, because the headphones I normally would use with my computer don't sound good with those. It sounds really awful. Plus, like I said, the spring's broken, and it's not going to be like expensive to get new headphones and a spring, but it's expensive enough. I'm not really trying to do it right now. Because like I said, I've got that deal on Marketplace I'm trying to get done, which as of me recording this, I haven't gotten a response yet. By the time it goes up, I hopefully will have gotten it, really. So I'm getting something else too that I just got ordered yesterday, I believe, or maybe Thursday, I can't remember. So this is what my clamp looks like right now. I hope it's in view of the camera. It should be, because I am. This is, I don't know how well you can see it, but like, I hope it's focused. It's very, very bent. And it's a very cheap design, you know? It's the cheaper version. And almost any company now, when you go on Amazon to buy a condenser mic bundle, they will not, or a boom arm alone, they will not have this type of clamp. If they do, don't buy it. It's the thinner ones, don't buy it. It's got nothing to do with the company, it has to do with the quality of the clamp itself. The boom arm is very nice. My boom arm is great. I love my boom arm. But the clamp is awful. And so what I did, so for those of you who don't know, for those of you who didn't see my keyboard video, Zeke was came over that day to help me with my PC because I was having some trouble with it. And he was my cameraman for the video. And what we ended up doing is, while we were waiting for my computer to update and stuff, and we were recording in between and stuff like that, what we ended up doing was he was playing, sitting in my chair while we were waiting, we were talking, and he was playing with my boom arm. Oh, I just like burped and threw up my mouth. That was awful. Okay, so like for example, another thing is like, so like you see my boom arm, right? So obviously I just showed my clamp. The clamp doesn't work right now because it's jacked and it's a cheap design. It's not good. So I ended up having, the other day, my dad ordered me a new clamp which goes on this end. And then, since my shock mount broke when Zeke was here, and the one he gave me as a replacement is too heavy for my arm, I just figured I'd buy a new one with it. It cost me like $25 on Amazon for both. Oh jeez, for both of those, I just ate. Because there was a huge gap in my recording just because my camera battery died. But so I want to actually have my boom arm up on the corner of my desk again, like this, you know, like it used to be. And I really hope that it'll work. And of course, the edge of the desk, the tabletop being too small or the legs being too far outward was a problem. But I have this little, let me get it, hang on. I have this little piece of like press board or whatever that I found from outside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the edge, mark out the lines, take it outside, take the skill saw, just because we don't have a chop saw, cut it, and then I'll get like clamps or something and put it on the edge, or I'll drill, or I'll make it if I want to even with the edge, or I'll just set it on top of the edge and then drill into it if I want to do it like that, just so that way I can use my boom arm the way it's meant to and not on the little shelf thing down there. And I really hope that that works, because if not, it was a bit of a waste of money, but it wasn't too much money. And I will say this too, the Marketplace deal that I'm trying to hook up right now, it includes several different items that one of them at least will be used for a future project, and the sooner I get it, the better. And if that deal falls through, I'll just end up getting one of these items brand new. I just figured I'd get all three since it's a huge discount, because it's $80 for 3 pieces of equipment that in total would probably be at least $300 brand new. So hopefully that won't fall through, but if it does, I'll just get the one item that I really want for the project. The other two would be additional stuff that I could definitely use but I wouldn't need. So that should happen soon. But yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know, I think I found myself somehow in this good situation, or in a good, having a good time in this bad situation, you know, and it just kind of sucks because I have to see some of these people, and they're having a rough go right now, and to know that I'm over here just kind of vibing, you know, it's like, it's interesting to see, because for a lot of the time, especially while I'm at school, because I hate school, it's my worst enemy at the moment, school, I'm normally not in the best mood when I'm there just because I hate it. So it's normally me looking at everybody else while I'm angry or sad or upset or whatever, and seeing everybody else be happy and with their friends and having a good time. So it's normally the other way around, because I don't really get classes with people I want to have classes with. I want to have classes with my real friends, not the people that I hang out with because I have classes with them, you know? Because there is a difference. Some of you know who you are, some of you don't. You could probably make a pretty good guess if you don't know. So as I am looking at my counter on OBS right now for my audio, it says it's been 23 minutes that I've been recording, regardless of what it gets cut down to. And the camera, I hope, got all of the first clip before it died. I'll have to figure that out in post. If not, I'll just try to add in whatever gets left out if I can think of it. If not, I'll just cut it out entirely. But I'm gonna end it with a quick little message here. I'll start out by saying this. I was recently talking with one of my friends on Instagram, somebody who I've known for, for a really long time, since I was a kid, just a little kid, and they live in a different state, and this person, recently, we've been talking a bit more, and it's just been kind of just a breath of fresh air, because it's not me talking to the same people who it's like, oh, they either don't listen or they don't see things through my eyes as well, you know, or we just don't agree on enough that it's just tough to hold a conversation. But this person, it's like every time we have a conversation, it's like the last time we saw each other, which was well, not years ago, but it was long enough ago that there's always that familiarity, and it's awesome. And talking to that person, every time I talk to that person, I get a different perspective, you know, and it kind of makes me think a bit more critically about everything. So, if you're that person, you know who you are, I hope. If you're that person, you're watching, I appreciate the conversations. They're always interesting, and hope we can talk a bit more. And that is just where I'm going to leave the video, you know. Just try to look at things as critically as you can right now. Don't think, oh, this is so bad. Think, how do I make the best out of this situation, you know. I did that, and now I'm 3-4 months in on a YouTube channel that I'm really proud of right now, you know. And I just hope you guys can continue to support me. I hope you guys want to continue to support me. I hope you guys are going to stick around, because it's been a bumpy ride so far, but I think I've come out of it thus far better off, and we're going to get even more better. Sure. We're going to get even better the longer I'm on this platform. I hope you guys continue to watch. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the videos. I hope you guys continue to comment. I love feedback. Tell me if you think there's something I should do. Give me an idea for a video. Whatever, you know. Tell me you hate it. Tell me what you think I should do better. Doesn't matter to me. I'd love to hear from you guys, because I don't feel like I do as much as I wish I could. So with all that in mind, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for listening. I truly appreciate every one of you. I really hope we can build a community together. So, stick around. We're going to have more stuff coming. We're going to have some good stuff coming. And I hope to get to know you guys more, because I don't really think we talk as much as I wish we could. We should have some more conversations down in the comments. Let me know. But with that being said, long drawn out outros are boring. I do them all the time. I should know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stick around, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all next week. Thank you guys for watching.